back line, bending, not breaking here in the 19th minute. This ball falls in for Gelhaus. Gelhaus is in here. She gets it past Derek and scores in the 19th minute. Gelhaus absolutely predatory at the edge of the penalty area, but what a finish with the outside of the right past the diving Derricks, and the Falcons lead 1-0. Switched off just for a second. They'd been really applying the pressure downfield on offense. Lost track of Gelhaus. She jumps on that loose ball. Back underway. Western responding with gusto. They want to equalize quickly. Eversole, that's a nice turn. Milburn. Eversole, near side toward Burks. Nielsen charging out. Nielsen gets there first, punts that ball off Burks, and then the goal kick. Chilzik turns, tries to flip that ball over for Megan Moore. Charges back in. Got a lot of watts after the ball's gone away. Advantage played by the referee. Nieder. Gone square toward Gelhaus. Brilliant dummy by her. Can she recover to the ball, though? Larson beats her to it. Nielsen. From Nieder. White retreating. Nieder's cross is early. Bartleson showed off the ball by Gelhaus. Gelhaus strikes for goal. Did that take a touch on its way through? It is not. Goal kick. That the first goal this season that SPU has managed to score against Western. Lost by a combined 5-0 over their two meetings during the regular season. Larson. Trying to lift that ball over. Cayetano, who touched too large, turned over here to Milburn. Milburn stood up inside the penalty area. Goes down there. Fair challenge, says the referee. Ball will stay in play. And the clearance downfield curls out of bounds. Chick, thrown toward White. Carly White settles that ball, pulls it past the defender, but can't equal the feed herself. And it's Knocked out for another Vikings throw-in. Thrown up to Larson. She gets her cross away. Loose at the near post. And that's gone out for a corner. First of the match for Western. Burks lining up the in-swinger. Drives a low ball to the near post, gets beyond Travis, headed away by a defender. And it won't matter, a free kick in the box for SPU. Forward for White. Carly White cuts left. Nielsen gets the ball away from her. Eversole charging onto it. Gone back here for Burks. Burks on her left foot. Won't put that on frame. Good strike though. 25th minute. Falcons leading 1-0. And now a trio of changes for the Vikings. Bring on Darby Doyle, Estera Levinti, and Jenna Kilman. Travis knocked near side. Burks gets in front of it. Defensive clearances, especially on goal kicks, can be so important today. That ball finds Moore. Giovanola for the overlap. Moore ahead to Giovanola. Now the return coming back inside. Can't help it along. Back to Gelhaus. Bartleson up to White. Now it's Diaz. Diaz with lots of room. Slides that ball in. Kilman gets there. The cutback cross is blocked and has gone out of play. Corner. Burks' corner. Headed clear. Smashed back in. That one came off the ball, went down, will be headed into the goal, and we're level. I think the first ball might have actually gone in off the shot, but play continued, and the Vikings punch it in. We'll await confirmation on who the goal is given to in either case. 25th minute. 26th minute. Bartleson being credited with the goal for that follow-up header. And now a foul here will stop the clock. Peyton Schick being credited with the assist there. This is Asia Cayetano, who's down. Having the wind taken out of her. Fans can stay current on all of the latest news, stats, standings for the Great Northwest Athletic Conference by visiting the conference website at gnacsports.com. Jilzik uses to shoulder that ball forward. Sierra Smith is checked in now. Watches that ball run out for a Western throw. Megan Nielsen going to sub off here now. Marissa Banke coming on for the Falcons. House fights her way past a pair of defenders, holds that ball in on the near touchline and wins the throw-in. Well, they're saying it completely crossed the line before she played it off the defender. Chancy back pass, knocked away by Mariah Alexander. Moore gives chase. Nelson is there, however. Kilman for Levinti. Banke overtakes her. Levinti, her cross into the middle, over the head of White, still loose possibly for Diaz. Lifted away by Mankins at the backside. Lindsay Fujiwara and Libby Hilkema on now. Travis. Working hard to get that ball out toward midfield with these goal kicks. Gail House loses out to Darby Doyle. Wide for Levinti. Levinti presses forward, cross comes behind Hilkema, might fall for Carly White. White, low shot, and bounces through and goes out for a goal kick as the Falcons are going to make 3 more changes. Madison Ibale on, along with Samia Aljundi and Mason Minder. Space towards Smith here. Derricks reads it, comes off her line, and will put it into touch on the near side. Beautiful ball there for Sierra Smith. Derrick's had a good read. Banky thrown toward Mankins. Chick, tackle away, that time by Al-Jundi. It'll be scooped up by Derricks. Goes wide for Ibale. Now here's Al-Jundi. Wanted Chilzik. Moves broken down. Al-Jundi. Again looking for that home run ball to Sierra Smith. Here's Chilzik. Chilzik gets entirely too much of that. Bounces in for Derricks on a single hop. Gilman toward Levinti. Clever dribbling in traffic from Estera Levinti. Now Bartleson. Ritz, back for Minder. And squeezes right between a pair of defenders. Smith had an option to the near side. Banky didn't make herself known. Ritz, Chilzik, back for Ritz. Laid off here for Gelhaus. Gets it beyond Bartleson, but loses her footing in the process, and that'll be swung out the near touchline. I believe by Peyton Chick. Chilzik fights off a couple of defenders. Wide now for Banky, no one in the middle. Banky try to drop that in toward McKenna Ritz. Mankins. Swung far side, Ibale making the run. Beats Fujiwara to it, and then just gives away possession cheaply. Carly White going the other way for the Vikings. Darby Doyle pressing to the far touchline. Al-Jundi finds Banky. Banky's cross dealt with by Watt. Just under 10 minutes to go until halftime. 1-1 here from Interbay Stadium. Gelhaus in at the corner and has won a corner. Up a little bit gingerly after that contact. Peyton Chick getting a talking to from Suhui our referee. Gelhaus's corner is low and easily knocked away by Levinti. Someone else who was looking at their phone just took a ball to the head here in the stands. My earlier memo about heads on a swivel not being respected. It's as though the people outside this plexiglass can't hear me. Banky throws into Gelhaus, turns past one defender, rifles the ball off another. Now it's Hilkema. Playing through there for Kilman, a foot race between she and Minder. Pretty significant contact through the back there, McKenna Ritz. That's enough for a free kick just past midfield. Minder's ball is low, comes straight to Hilkema. Kilman. Bartleson. Blows down by Smith. Great pressure by Sierra Smith. Wins the throw-in on the near touchline. Gelhaus finds Chilzik. Does that come off her arm? Referee says no. One-touch passing. Final ball not quite there for the Falcons though, but the build-up is promising. Can they make anything of it in these last 7 minutes before the break? Gelhaus gone into space, hit far too narrow. Fujiwara will be the first one there. Smith brings that down for Gelhaus. Gelhaus onto her left foot. Gelhaus strikes for goal. It's blocked. And Hilkema clears as far as Banky. Smith thought Gelhaus was going to continue her run there. That one's going to trickle toward the byline. And die just in play. Falcons win the throw. And in the ensuing restart, Banky's throwing over the head of Chilzik, out for a goal kick. Well, be sure to follow the Great Northwest Athletic Conference on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Learn more at GNACsports.com. Smith knocks that ball down. Chilzik can't bring it under control. Take the chick with a crucial clearance. Peyton Neal on now for the Vikings. Two Falcons trip each other up over the ball. He'll come up, back for Neal. Chilzik coming off for Tony Miranda here. pressure. Here's Hebert. Square to Darby Doyle. On the far side. Volley up for Aljundi. It's blocked, falls to Kilman. The ball has it right back. Neal charges in, as does Nelson. Ritz gone downfield toward Miranda. Wins the free kick. For Hebert, the return toward Hilkema. Volley will be the first one to it. Travis comes right back to her. So far, in the last 10 minutes or so, Western has been clean and technical with the pass. WU has not. After advantage, it's pulled back. Sierra Smith was late on the tackle. Good spot by the referee. We entered the 45th minute. Level 1-1 between these two sides. Bale toward Miranda. Watt brings it down, goes for Kilman on the far side. Nelson. Countdown on as Derek sends that ball across midfield, skips off the head of a defender, and will bounce into Travis. As we hit halftime, each side is bagged a goal. They've both been good finishes. As we take a break here on GNAC.tv. Back at Interbay Stadium and here on GNAC.tv through 45 minutes in the GNAC Women's Soccer Championship match. It's 1-1 between the Western Washington Vikings and the Seattle Pacific University Falcons. Falcons struck first courtesy of Chloe Gelhaus in the 19th minute, but the Vikings answered back with a header finish from Jordan Bartleson in the 26th and an assist there from Peyton Chick. Now we'll see what the second half has in store. Gelhaus broke a 582-minute scoreless streak against the Vikings for SPU, dating all the way back to November of 2016, when Hannah Husers notched the last goal against Western Washington. Sliding challenge there from Banky. Levinti looking downfield. Milburn is checked back in. She receives it. Comes inside toward Eversole. Ball turned over. Megan Moore pressing forward. Balls for Gelhaus. Sierra Smith. Enthusiastic ball over the top. Easily dealt with by Derricks, who waits for Smith. Heads it down for Levinti. Fights off Miranda. Larson ahead for Milburn. Back inside to Larson, who's tripped up there. Free kick. Three in the wall for SPU. Peyton Chick over the ball. Conversing there with Fujiwara. But Chick's calling the shots, and she'll take this ball to the far post. It hits her service. It's gone off for a goal kick. Tough to strike from that range when you're that close to goal. Have to hit the ball just right so that it starts to dip as it's coming in. That means the header redirect's going to continue to go downward. Ball's still rising when it reaches your player at the back post. They're just going to head it over the bar. Eversole turned over there. McKenna Ritz run right off the ball by Eversole. Those two doing battle in the midfield. Gets that ball down for Gelhaus. She's defended by Neal. Trying to do it all herself rather than lay the ball off. Now she's turned it over. It's up to Milburn. Tackling it away from Milburn. Fujiwara throws in. Travis off her line, dives on that ball. It comes loose, but she'll be the beneficiary of a free kick. Nowadays, protections put in the game tend to favor the keeper, even on what might be considered a 50-50 ball. Ebersol cleaned out. Throw-in going the way of the Vikings. Larson down the sideline with Cayetano. It rattles around off both players. Assistant referee standing right on top of it gives the throw-in to SPU. Pressing in here. Finds Ebersol. Ebersol has a go. Can't put that on frame. Left the imagination there. Suhuyum playing advantage, but a rather cynical challenge through the back of Megan Moore. Free kick for the Falcons past midfield. Cayetano sent over the top. Smash clear by Fujiwara. Big first touch from Cayetano. Larson just puts her face in her hands. Wanted to just lay that down the line for Zoe Milburn. Smith tripped up there, free kick given. I have that as Western's 9th foul of the contest. They restart quickly to the Falcons, and the chance is scuffed. Meanwhile, I believe 2 fouls committed by SPU. Referee reversing the direction on that free kick. I think he always meant to give it to Western. But a lot of the time, right after halftime, those first couple minutes as a referee, got to take a second. Remember that the teams are going in a new direction now. Anyone who's ever stepped into the center circle has made that mistake at least once during their refereeing career. And I am certainly not immune to it. Restart up to Levinti. Levinti's cross wins another corner. Larson hits it low, finds Milburn, right back to Larson, who's onside. Milburn now with the right. Put it high. Frustration on the body language of Zoe Milburn. The Vikings continue to press on here in the 56th minute. Levinti comes square to Neal. Behind Smith. Thunderous clearance from Derricks. Puts it over the scoreboard and out of play on the far side. Hard running there. Chloe Gilhouse to hold possession. Minder up for Ritz. Ritz wanted Smith. Thumped clear by Chick. Well won by Larson. Nelson. Inside Fujiwara. In for Eversole. Larson. Wide to Milburn. Flag stays down. Bale has it off Milburn and is pulled down. Free kick. More stout defending out of SPU. Vikings going for a change. They'll bring Mackenzie Burks back on. Caetano, risky backheader to get it back to Riley Travis. Under pressure there from Milburn. Travis managed to catch it. Tackle away from Eversole. Held in play on the far side. Smith charges in, as does Ritz. Eversole sweeps it back inside to Larson, but they've also won a free kick, have Western. far side. Larson, square to Milburn. Clears over the top. Dropping in for Eversole. Levinti brought down. That'll lead to a free kick. Larson and Burks over this ball. Larson strikes it toward Nelson. Came off the head of a Western player and goes out for a goal kick. Now we finish up with a pile of bodies on the deck inside the penalty area. Carly White, Jordan Bartleson back on for Western. Ava Giovanola returns for SPU. Banky. Sent upfield, Nelson. Back the other way, Minder back across halfway. Now Smith. Got some room to work, has Sierra Smith, but a lot of defenders in front of her. There's it outside for Gelhaus. Gelhaus's cross swings in. Nelson, a diving header, concedes the corner. Falcons want to change. They'll bring back Claire Nieder and Sophia Chilzik. Giovanola's corner, low, headed away by Fujiwara at the near post. Now it's the first touch for Carly White since returning. Chelsea, kind of over the top from Nieder. Nelson plays it. Banky shows it. And through for Nieder. Swarming defensively, but SBU's won another free kick. This one right at the edge of the attacking third. Waves off Gelhouse. Banky also over the ball. Mankins plays short to Banky. Banky going for the first touch cross. And over hits it. Gone out for a goal kick. Well, the set piece off the training ground doesn't come off the way that SPU needed it to. As Hilkema checks back in for Western, Grace Eversole headed to the bench. Touch on the near side. Jovanola's thrown into Ritz. Came off Hilkema. Jovanola searching for a target. And another throw in for SBU. Jovanola. Headed out by Nelson. The Chilzik. Jovanola, early ball toward Nieder. Falls in for Ritz, her shot blocked at the 18, I believe by Katie Watt. And a strong win for Diana Diaz, who's tripped up after the ball gets away. That'll be another free kick for the Vikings. White walks the clearance from Banky, goes square to Larson. Milburn moving into the middle. Ball comes her way. Headed away by Cayetano. Chopped back in, and Travis will watch that one bounce wide. Diana Diaz teed it up on her right foot, but couldn't put it on frame. Gelhouse with a play through on the ground for Megan Moore. Through balls have not been connecting well for SPU today. Credit where it's due. The Vikings have had their fair share to do with that. For an offense like SPU that predicates so much of its play around finding seams between the defenders, failed to do so today. Ritz going out wide for Chilzik. Nieder moving into the back post. Chilzik squares that ball. Moore is there. It's laid off from Menkins, and the shot goes high. Derricks has us back underway. 70 minutes played here at Interbay Stadium, 1-1 between the Falcons and the Vikings. Ball coming out wide for Milburn. Cayetano just puts it into touch. Fujiwara coming off. Peyton checking back in. She assisted on the equalizer for Western. Chick's throw toward Milburn. He's down 2 defenders, comes back to Chick. Moore plays it back out. Jumps the route on the throw-in, sends it back across midfield. Chilzik in hot pursuit. Watt is there and just puts the ball on play. Joe Vanola goes quickly on the throw-in for Chilzik. And now taps it through as Gelhaus gives chase. Watt there once more. Gelhaus slides in, but the ball's come off and gone out for a goal kick. 2 more changes for the Vikings. They'll bring back on Doyle and Kilman. Diaz and Milburn headed for the bench. Out of the scrum. Gelhaus in early and cleanly, says the referee. Larson pulls it past Ritz. Hilkema was trying to cut her run in. Larson thought she was about to cut it out. The ball was out for an SPU throw. Larson playing with advantage. Hilkema with the redirect. Banky brings it down. Ball's here for Nieder. SPU unable to capitalize on the breaking opportunity. Didn't have a numbers advantage though. Ball's gone wide to White. White cuts back to the left. White strikes for goal. That's tipped over by Riley Travis. Lining up the in-swinger here in the 75th. Got the ball cleanly. tackled away. Ball gets beyond Banky, finds White. What a move from Carter White. Can't quite hold that ball in play along the far touchline. Galehouse able to turn through the hard tackle. Ball's already gone out of play. It'll be a throw-in for SPU along the far side. Brought down there by Kilman. Under pressure, she comes inside for Hilkema. Hilkema looking for Larson. Overhits her. Jovanola knocks it back as far as Chick into the middle. It's a turn to top the box. Darby Doyle can't fight her way back to it. And McKenna Ritz intercepts. Doyle has it here. Far side to White. White strikes for goal. That one gets beyond Travis, tipped up into the bar, loose for Larson. Her shot's blocked and goes out. And the flag up for offside. So the initial shot, what a save by Riley Travis, and then on the indirect kick, Falcons will get a chance to clear their lines. Travis once more coming up huge for SPU. Each side wants to make a change. Sierra Smith coming back on. So is Estera Levinti. By Chills at the foot race down between she and Nelson. Nelson gets the inside line. Does a great job of shielding Chilzik off the ball. Nieder finds Galehouse. The return from Nieder just past her control. And her ball going out wide for Smith is blocked. Now it's Ritz. Chilzik. Nieder has it. Nieder on the left foot, shots blocked by Watt. Vikings have been applying pressure the last 5 minutes. Falcons trying to return the favor as we're in the 80th. Chilzik. And out for a goal kick. Grace Eversole back on now. knocks that ball downfield. White trying to combine with Eversole. Levinti. Forward for the cross. To the back post. White was there. It's lifted away from her. Driven ball in. Travis spills the rebound, and that's an easy tap in for Carly White here in the 81st minute. Vikings go up 2-1. Riley Travis makes another big save against Levinti. At that time, Carly White is lurking right inside the 6-yard box. Pokes it home. Has her second goal of these championships. And a potential game winner with 9:04 to play. Crunch time now for SPU. Jake drops that ball over the top. SPU now playing against the clock as much as they are the Vikings. Straight downfield. SPU need to work quickly, but they also still need to find their own teammates with these balls if they try to send in the attacking half. Here's White cutting inside. Carly White has a go. Wide for a goal kick. Bartleson going out wide. Here's Levinti. Levinti gone ahead. The flag going to stay down here. Kilman's cross in toward White, over her head. Jovanola tracking to the near side. Here's Jovanola. She wants to strike through for Nieder. Blocked by Nelson. Moore can't link up with Claire Nieder. Ritz turns against Eversole. Ball nearly drops in for Gelhaus. 85th minute. The ball intercepted by Jordan Bartleson. Early slide there from Banky, won't get it back. Doyle fights her way back to her feet. Now a foot race to the corner. Getting there, but unable to keep the ball from going out of play was Kilman. Diana Diaz returning for Doyle. Bartleson. Sets back to Derricks. Dangerous game of keep away now. Time to run off the clock now. Diaz, wide for White. Get back outside for Diaz. Ritz. Muscled off the ball by Carly White. The return there for White, who slides in. It's a pileup on the ball inside the penalty area. Everyone's all right, and they keep playing. Over the top, Bills are going to try to run onto this ball, fighting Nelson shoulder to shoulder, and Watt tucks it out the near touchline. 3/8 minute. Falcons moving quickly. Nieder throws back for Jovanola. Quickly scooped inside. Gelhaus turning to her left. Chilzik, a touch to her right, fires for goal, and her weight off center, too far back, and she sends it over. Ball for Eversole. Minder is over. She'll put the ball out of play. But that'll easily run off another 30 seconds here. Another Western Washington throw-in. The 90th minute, Vikings leading 2-1. They'll send it to the corner. Falcons needing to get downfield if they're searching for an equalizer. Flag is up for offside. Just about a death stroke for SPU's chances here. This Chick strikes from the far corner. Lavinti is there. 20 seconds now. Square to Chick. Wide for Carly White. White cuts in on her left. The countdown on. Not enough time for SPU. Nelson has it. She'll hold it. She'll knock it away. And the Western Washington Vikings are GNAC postseason champions. 2-1 over Seattle Pacific University here at Interbay Stadium. Just a great contest. As the Vikings outshoot SPU 15-9. Riley Travis 3 saves for the home side, as it were. Chloe Gelhaus opened the scoring in the 19th minute to make it 1-0 for SPU. But Jordan Bartleson headed in a crucial equalizer just 7 minutes later in the 26th. And then Carly White, the GNAC Player of the Year, coming up huge. 81st minute. Just finds a loose ball and powers it in. Not particularly pretty goals out of Western, but sometimes you got to get scrappy inside the penalty area, and that's what they managed to do here. They finished the year 18-2. Seattle Pacific University down to 12-8. Western going to the NCAA tournament